Gotta have rockin' stars. Yeah, we got a good start actually. Yeah, just let me set something up. I'm just doing something after dinner here, so give me a quick moment. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, I know, I cut my face. That's why I have a big band-aid on my chin. Yeah, I did a number of work. So I got a lot of the systems done. I got an XP system done too. So last night when I didn't stream, I just jumped on my laptop and I made an XP system. So we're gonna try to make it work today. Because what I want to do is add a region around this zone, and when you discover the region, it's gonna give you XP, right? So, and that's gonna fill a bar from your UI and then hide it. So we need to do that. Yeah, and I put some fog in there. I'm gonna add like a particle for dust and stuff like that. So for example, it'll look like that, and you can do your. Remember we did this last time on the stream. You can pick it up. There is a fork around here somewhere. Anyway, why can't I jump? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's a region here, and then it'll transport us into another region, or sorry, another scene, which is the interior scene. We'll come down here, and I started doing some roads too, just to kind of give us some areas to work off of. So I do have kind of like a road. Let's see. Let's gotta fix it a little bit. Yeah, but overall, man, it's coming along really well. We got our Pit Boy, all that, our health bar. We got the XP system, and we can no longer go up super steep slopes. And I was doing this little region back here. Yeah, I'll turn off the camera so you guys can see it a little bit better when I do the... Yeah, I only made it like this so I know where to put the path. There's going to be a path here. And it'll obviously come up, and there'll be a whole zone there and whatever it may be. You have a whole tile set, and we're going to make that go all the way out. And that's where the region is going to end for the tutorial zone, and where you're going to enter into the next one. But for now, this should be a fun little playground to get some systems down, like I'm telling you. And we'll have a little boss camp up there, because I gotta be careful how the nav mesh works also, because I don't want my AI to clip into the fucking rocks and shit. I was trying it last night and I was fucking around with the AI. Yeah, well, we have to jump over into Blender here shortly anyway. As I will show you, we have Blender 5.0 open as well, and we're gonna do our gun animations. So we need to do So we're not going to do the third-person one yet. We'll do that next, because if you notice in Fallout, it's two separate characters for that. Your arms are separate for first person. That's why when you're running, your hands do that. And in third person, you're running like fucking that with a pistol, right? So it's two different things. So right now, we're just a floating set of arms, and we can just make a couple animations. I need a holster, so putting the gun away. I need a draw. I need a run. And I need a aim, and I need a fire. But the fire will come from the pistol, but I also need to get the hand in there, right? So we gotta animate the gun and the hand for that. But the gun is really easy. We just gotta animate the slide going back. It's butter simple. And then from that set, we can actually just remove the UV from it, create a new texture map, and just apply a new one. Export that, create a normal map into diffuse map, make a bump map. And yeah, we'll be going forward. So maybe this can come down like that. But yeah, I was just filling in this area right now. But anyway, let me get rid of that damn camera here so you can see what I'm doing. Fuck. Yeah, I keep opening up a Blender, because we have to do the animations, right? I need it on my character. But it's good right now because I have all of the scripts for doing like items set and what you may see. So if I click the plate, for example, right? See, you can set your stack limit in your inventory to how many you want to carry before that stack maxes out and creates a new stack. You can set it to your category, like we have weapons, materials, but I'll create a couple more. you set the prefab so it'll show it in your inventory, just like kind of like floating there, which is pretty cool. In plate, which I'm trying to do is get it to highlight the text name when you hover over it, kind of like it does in Fallout as well. Yeah, and then we got to do some gun animation, which is nice. It's fun. I just wanted to jump on real quick after dinner and show you just a quick update on that, right? We got a whole bunch of shit going here. Yeah, well, I'm just cleaning up. Hold on. Yeah, well, I gotta plan it carefully, right? The tutorial zone. That's what I think it'd be best. That way, if I fuck something up, it doesn't affect the main map. Because I'm going to test the 2 different region types here. I'm going to test, like for here, for example. When I enter this region or press my action key on this collider right here, it'll load the next scene. So that'll be the interior of this. Will be a whole different scene. It'll be like an instance. So all we have to do is create like a quick little door open and close animation, which is 3 seconds, import that, make a blend tree, done. Which is nice. So we'll hand it by regions, but then there's another one I wanted to try is build the interior below the map as well. So I'm going to try 2 different things to see what works better. Because it might make more sense. But you have to keep in mind, this is also Unity. This isn't Creation Engine. We can't just have everything in the world active at once. That might give us some problems. So maybe having the active level below the scene may not be the right choice for doing that. Anyway. Get some rock. Couple more of those over there. Yeah. Just drop a texture on it. Come here, you little bastard. Actually, I want this one. There we go. Yeah, just give it a little life. That's all you gotta do is build out the terrain. I was just having fun doing all that. Just a little fun area, right? We'll make a spawn point. Well, we already have one, but because I want to test the interiors. And I want to test gunplay, but we have to do the guns, right? So that's the... We're almost at that stage. And I was fucking with shaders, too. Yeah, I'm just finishing up here, and we'll get right into the heat, man. We'll do an XP bar. We'll try to get it close to New Vegas as possible, just to prove to new developers that, yes, you can make a game like Fallout. I don't know yet. We're pretty close. We have the player controller, right? We just gotta do dialogue and stuff. Figure that part out. Contextual actions. Events, actually. I think that'd be a context event. I don't know what to call those. Because you have to understand, like, when you make a dialogue choice in Bethesda, if you pay very close attention, I don't know if it's just me, but in Fallout 76 I've noticed this specifically, but one dialogue option actually progresses what you're doing in any of it, so a lot of the dialogue is kind of fucking meaningless unless you're just looking for lore. Like, it wouldn't really make sense for me to do that, because no one's really invested into the lore of whatever the fuck this is supposed to be right now. That's why I'm also being very careful not to give it an identity too early. I don't want to be like, oh, this is a Fallout clone, you know, and just make a Fallout game. But, you know, I want to make things a little better, if you know what I mean. I always thought they could do a lot better job if they just used tools that were already available, you know. Yeah, we got to go into Blender and fix some of this, because this isn't exactly, oh, yeah, it is. It's not good enough. I think I'm going to change it to unlit. Keep the shadow on that. Yeah, I gotta work on a shader too, so we'll do a shader. Oh god. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Interesting. Compute. I don't know what the fuck SRP Blit shader even is. Here, I gotta Google that real quick. Actually, you know what? You know what would be probably better at explaining this to me? Because the reason why I like using AI to ask questions to, because it gives you scenarios of how it's used. It's not like, it's like, oh, that's a function. It's like, all right, for what? You know? It's like, I found Grok is a fucking idiot, though. If you've ever used Grok for anything, the guy's a fucking retard, man. I don't care what anybody says. That thing is stupid as shit. All I can smell is rising dough. Oh, yeah, I was making bread earlier. It smells so good. Yeah, I got a bread machine, man. My mama gave it to me. You just throw all the shit in there and you let her rip, man. It heats it. Doesn't cook it, you know, but it, like, keeps it warm so it rises properly. Then you just take it out and you throw it in the fucking oven, bro. Proof punch, pull. Or is it pull proof? I don't even remember. No, I didn't do anything like that. I didn't go. I went to an animation school that also dealt with audio production, so I spent a lot of time doing that. Because that was my main interest at first. And then I got into animation through that. Because how it started was I could do music, but I couldn't make cool visuals to keep people's attention, so I got into doing visuals. Got into animation, then I got into making figures, video games, add-ons for things, mainly Blender add-ons, but it's a lot easier to work with. Oh yeah, what the fuck was I even gonna ask it again? Anyway, so I do have the start to a draw animation. So that's kind of what it will look like on your screen. Just quick, you know, just to bring it in, and then reversed. We can just reverse this to bring it out. That's not the aim, by the way, so this is just draw, and I think I have this in the game folder as is. Let me just make sure idle anims draw. Yep, you gotta draw. Now I need to make a holster animation, so what we're gonna do is take the last frame of all our bones. We're gonna delete all of the previous. We're gonna take make sure all the bones are highlighted. We're gonna drag all of the last bones to the back. And for some reason, Blender 5 has a big bug with this. So we're also gonna go all channels once more. There we go. Actually, you know what I should have done? Copy those, delete these, make sure those are still selected, bring these back, put that there, right click, whoop, all channels, frame 6, paste, there we go. Now we got a holster animation, easy. Oh, and someone's messaging me on Facebook. Yeah, I'm gonna need voice actors too. I'll pay people to do it. Like, I'm very well good for that for animations. I've always learned to pay voice actors. They're the key. They're the backbone of your animation. Nobody gives a fuck if you can draw pictures. It's all about how it plays together, you know? With audio is everything I found. Audio pulls movies together, you know? So right now we have a little draw or holster animation, and this is a 6-frame animation at 30 FPS. So I'm hoping that's okay. I don't know what the default Unity FPS is, so this may be an issue. But now we're good to export this. So if I just show you what this looks like on the side, it's just a set of arms, and the reason why I'm using a blank set of arms is so we can sculpt over it later and do different things like that. Because when you equip a certain gear, it's also going to change your arms. Be it to keep note that the arms are also a separate player object than the third-person character view. So this is where it starts to get very confusing, is equipping clothing, because there's an Under Armour that's painted to you, And then there's socket armor that goes to sockets, like on your shoulder. Like, for example, each piece of right shoulder ammo or armor will bind to this little ball right here, right? So that's how that works. I just gotta make sure all the clothes flex properly, and that's always been a problem of mine, so I might get somebody that's more familiar with it. So actually what I want to do is take their wrist, maybe give it a little bit more flair, right? So let's give it some more flair. So as he goes down, yeah, much better. Don't worry, this isn't the actual camera. This camera will import with our animation, but we will delete it. This is just a really good positioning for where your head will be on your character. So it'll help me line it up in Unity as well. And if worst comes to worst, I could just use that camera. So that'll be our holster animation, because you're not even going to see your arms anyway, right? So. And then we'll do a quick aim animation. Then we have to do a run animation. These are very easy to do when you're not doing full body. Another good thing I recommend you do is just use Mixamo animations and just customize them. I have so many tutorials on my YouTube page for customizing Mixamo animations, like complete conversions of the animation. It's a really good base. Like, all you really need is the base movement. The weight of the human moving, right, is very important. If you can just get that in any sort of way and just modify it, good. Alright, so let's get this out. Where's my game folder? Holster. Copy. I don't know if I have to bake the animation. If I do, I'll just save the project, come back, and I'll show you to bake. Baking is very easy. Actually, maybe I should bake it. I don't know. We'll try it without. So let's go to my animation folder, export. Okay, so now let's start from the beginning once again. So we're going to start from here. Oops, let me delete all of the keyframes from my whole body. So now we have to create an aim animation from the root position of the last animation. So that's why I keep pushing frames backwards, so they're the same, right? Because I don't want like a little lag and then it changed rapidly. I want it to look fluid, so that's how we will do it. And we just have to bring this arm. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It's going to look fucking weird when we do it, but we'll try to get it as good as possible. So let's try to make this about 10. I would say would be a good option. So 6, 10, 10, 10. So let's just bring it right up and see what we can pull off. So the arm in, come in something like that. You just gotta bring this gun really close to the camera. Something like that, maybe. What the fuck are you doing? Oh yeah, I forgot. See, this is that bug I was just telling you about Blender 5. Nobody knows why it just flipped everything backwards. So let's just restart everything we just did. So I forgot to highlight everything, remember? And just all channels once more. That's all you have. And for some reason, there's 2 keyframe buttons up here on Blender, and there's 2 playheads. You think they would have caught on to that? That tripped me right out when I first saw it. I was like, what the fuck am I looking at right now? Like, honestly, what is it? That's just funny, man. They just put 2 damn headers in there. Like, 5 versions later, and you guys fucked that up somehow. Anyway, we gotta redo that, so let's go back up to 10. Stretch this up, back, in. Why is it doing that? That is the most awfully annoying thing I've ever had happen to me, man. I'm not even playing. Like, that's really fucking annoying. Like, come on, man. Like, here, let me just delete these frames. Add a completely new set. It won't even let me add keyframes anymore for some reason. Like, I can't add anything. What the fuck? What? Oh man, that is so damn confusing right now. What the fuck is going on? Alright, never mind. We'll just do this the old school way. Nudge. 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 Okay. 10. Back. Up. Yeah. See, I don't know why that worked, but like the other way didn't. Like that's gonna give people a big fucking headache, man. You guys at Blender need to fix that. Like every time you guys come out, you always do shit to geometry nodes. Fuck your geometry nodes. Get some shit in here for animation for once. Did I do something wrong? What is going on here? Here, give me a minute. Fucking Christ, man. Let me reopen this thing. This thing is so busted, bro. Yeah, now you gotta redo everything from the fucking start. Like, this is the root position. Like, I don't know how. In God's freaking name, it managed to fuck that up. Alright, man. Like, give me a goddamn break already. I'm giving you one more fucking chance. Could be a run animation. We could just do the run. What the fuck, man? What is that? God damn it, man. I fucking hate everything to do with Blender. Blender is such a fucking bitch, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. Go from one fucking keyframe to the other. quit making shit up. Fucking hallucinating piece of shit. I'm just about to uninstall 5 and just go back to 3.6. This shit's fucking stupid, man. It just hallucinates. It's like, oh, did you add a keyframe all the way the fuck over here? No. You just do another 6. Up. Over. Oh my god. Alright, we're done. Get the fuck off my damn screen. We're back into Unity. No. We're redoing it all in 3.6. I hate Blender. I hate it. Every time they release a version of that dumb piece of shit, they fuck something up. God damn it. Everything, I don't know, it just for some reason flips everything backwards. Like, it's not supposed, I never keyframed anything up. Watch how simple this is in 3.6. It's almost fucking unbelievable. I have no idea what those are. Now I gotta find where those other arms went. God damn it, dude. Not have to do this all over again. That fucking bastard. Stupid piece of shit, man. I fucking hate Blender. Asshole. Fuck, man. It's such a damn headache sometimes. I'm sick of it. It's like Blender always throws shit in your face and then they dangle their little donate to the Blender Fund bucket in your face. It's like, come on, then do something here. I'd rather buy Houdini than fucking work with this anymore. Jesus Christ, now I gotta do this all over again. Yeah, well, I have to export it without the gun anyway, so it's probably better off that I redo it. I forgot to do that in the holster animation, because you can't have the gun in the hand when you export it. The gun's a completely separate animation, right? So let's push this thumb over just a little bit and bend that down, something like that. Where's the fucking rig, man? Don't play games. There, now we're good to start again. Jesus fucking Christ. That's so annoying to me to set up for some reason. Alright. So now we have to redo all of the animations. Make sure all this damn hand stuff is properly on here. So all of the... Because this is going to be the socket for all of the guns, right? Oh wait, am I still in Blender here? Yeah, sorry, I had the window over. There we go. Yeah, because that's going to be the socket for pretty much every pistol. I just want to make sure that's like straight on the gun though. Because the hand's going to be, if I bring this, the closer to my face, the more awkward the hand will look if it's wrong. Which is nice though. It's better if I do it this way on 3.6 instead of the fucking headache that 5 and anything after 3.6 I find is garbage. I'll never touch it again. And I'll show you what I meant in 5.0 there, like why it was flipping everything backwards. You'll see in this that it just works the way it should. You keyframe this, you keyframe that, and it moves in between the position. There's no hallucinations. There's no you moved your arm from low to mid to somehow your elbow's above your fucking head, you know? It's like, what the hell? So once again, what am I doing? Alright, never mind. I can't figure out the focal length again, so fucking whatever. Anyway. So, we need to make a draw animation. So, let's just keyframe everything here, just as normal. Done. See, that fucking simple, man. And now we move up. Yeah. See? Easy, man. And then watch. Watch this. So, 6. Highlight the whole ship. Oh. Yeah, so good call. Good call. So, first, let's just delete the gun. Highlight everything. Oh, is there a light in the scene? Yes, there is a lamp. Let's get that out. Get the pistol armature out. Export, FBX, desktop, game, anims, draw one. Auto copy, bookmark, armature, no leaf bones, bake animation, geometry. Good to go. Alright, draw one, done. Okay, now all we have to do is press back a bunch of times until we see our pistol, and we are good to go again. So now we make a holster, and this time we just do everything backwards. Whoa, 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 wait. Yeah, hold on, I gotta re-export that. It's 7 frames, not 6, that's what. Done. Okay, now we get this back. Take this, pose mode, highlight it all. This frame, highlight everything, bring it back. 1, eye, all. Now back to 7. There we go. See? Look at, that's what I'm talking about, man. It should have been that fucking easy to begin with. Unreal that Blender fucks around like that. I don't put up with Blender shit. I don't care how free and useful it is. It's fucking annoying half the time. Just quit being an asshole. FBX. And we're gonna call this Holster 1. Copy, everything's the same. Export. Yeah, and then we can bring these into Unity very easily. Just click and drag and we can actually see how fast the animation plays back. It might be wise to do that now. But let me just get my gun back into the scene here. It's my bread machine just stopped beeping. I gotta go check that, so give me a sec. Well, she's fucking rising, boys. She's fucking rising, boys. Yeah, I can put it back on. If you want to see what I'm my ugly mug. I have a webcam. I was born, in the time. Oh yeah, look at my hairdo, eh? Developer hair, that's what I call that. Stressed out, man. You twist the shit out of it, man. You go bald in a month. Oh yeah, that's nice. Let's get that a little bit smaller. There we go. That's a bit more comfortable. Alright. Yeah, man, I fucked myself up doing manhood shit. There we go. Yeah, that's actually kind of a nice holster. I'm actually very impressed with how fast we managed to pull that off. Good. So that's a holster. Next, we need an aim. So we are going to go back into pose mode. And I'm going to show you. Remember, Blender 5.0 can't do this. Remember. So we're going to highlight all. Whoops. The inside of my ear, it gets itchy sometimes. I don't know. Every time I eat an apple, the inside, it feels like it tickles my neck. I don't know. The inside of my ears get real itchy. It's strange. Anyway, back to that. Enough apple talk. So, okay. We need to bring this. I don't know if I want to make this a 7 or a 10. What do you guys suggest? Do you think it's is the ADS the same speed as the? Oh, fuck it. Let's just go for it. So let's bring that up. Let's bring the arm way close. Gun down. Something like. What are you doing? Oh. See? Like 5.0 can't do that. And then what I'm going to do is give it another couple frames here. And I'm going to pull this closer back to the camera. So this goes closer, and the arm gets more fucked up looking. Something like that. It's a little janked up. Yeah, I like the old one too. We'll just go back to it. Yeah, but then you'll have to understand, right? So the camera can also be animated in Unity. So the camera will be, because you have to think your neck's also on a pivot, and your neck gets closer to this as well, to the gun as well. So if I wanted to, I could do this. So for 10, this is the head. Right? He goes into his aim. I could pull the camera like that. You understand now? See, that's how it's going to look. You see what I mean by like the neck comes into it? Because you bring the hand as far as your... You have to think, when you shoot a gun, or at least a paintball gun is how I'm thinking about it. It's held like that, even though that would break your fucking wrist if you if you shot a gun like that. You wouldn't be developing much for a very long time. You want that shit to be straight, but the problem with doing it straight is the gun's so far away from your eye and the screen. And if you notice in video games, the gun's like right up on your shit, you know what I mean? And that's the focal distance happening. That doesn't happen in real life. When you aim a gun, it's actually quite fucking far away from you. Like, you would think, it would technically be like this, you know? It would technically be that far away from you, you know? If you think about aiming a gun, yeah, maybe a little closer than that in perspective. But again, if you had the camera, you just do one really nice thing like that. But of course the resolution will be much bigger too. It'll probably be like 1920. Whoop. Be something like that. Maybe even a little bigger. Maybe like that. Yeah, and we can animate this. So the reason why I made the gun all pink is because we don't need it. So we have to animate the gun separate, because in the center of my hand, there's a bone, and that's called a socket. And every single pistol that we make in the entire game will connect to that socket. So if you notice, the only animations that are usually different and apart from each other are reload animations, right? So... And if you've ever taken a game file from Bethesda and stripped off the textures from it, you'll realize that most of the detail in the game is handled by bump maps. Like, it's just like flat fucking squares. It's like the most low poly stuff ever. So if we do things like this, that might cost us a lot of space in the long run. Like, we don't need this. We don't need this. This is geometry. We don't need anything on the handle. We can create our own map for that. We don't need any of this detail here. This can just be like a flat gun. That's what I was hoping for. So what we're going to do is find a flat gun, delete all the textures, and remodify them. Very easy, because now we have the animations. We have the systems. So for the people that weren't here, we are in Unity. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I keep bringing up the wrong thing. We have our Pip-Boy screen and stuff like that. We have the grab common items where you can move them around and hoard things in your house. We have an XP system, so like if I wanted to pick up like a fork or a Nuka-Cola bottle, you could do it like that, or pick it up, you know? Shipping crates, and there's a region here that'll go into the interior. Those are road pieces out there from you building the rest of the road. We got the start to the road. I mean, it's coming along very well, very slow. For one person doing this, I mean, it's a lot further than most people thought I would get. Like, see, that doesn't look too bad. Like, looking at that from here honestly reminds me of New Vegas. That really does. That impressed me when I looked over there the first time I saw that. It's the desert fog. It's missing light vegetation. The thing is with New Vegas, the reason why I think it looks that way is the sharp edges, the low poly terrain. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm not in camera view. Oh yeah, and we have the, weapons, armor, logs, notes. There will be a scroll panel, so we could actually probably squeeze that in there somehow. So let's just close off some of these before I stick them in common. We're going to go to our UI panel. UI, we need to go to scroll view. Whoop, what is happening? Acceleration, inertia, elasticity, what the fuck? Slice, maskable, raycast, material, background, source image, be our Pip-Boy or whatever. Just for tester, because I will have to have this scroll view in there anyway. So let me just make sure it's not on the screen when I start the fucking game. It's a big problem when I make UIs, is sometimes I just kind of block the way with it. Where's my damn fork? Yeah, you can pick shit up and put things on things and build things. We'll make like a little vector build system. So yeah, see, our scroll bar is on the opposite side. That's not good. And I don't know why there's a little... Oh, that's from the image. Gotcha. So yeah, it's like a Pip-Boy skin. I tried to skin the outside of it, but I think what I want to make that instead of it in scroll view. So I'm actually going to get rid of scroll view, because that might not be the proper way to handle that. Panel. We're going to see what else we can do for UI. Raw image. Canvas. A new vent system might be what I'm looking for. Scroll bar. Can I make it vertical though? Aha. Convex mesh. Yeah, that's because I tried to fuck around with something. Don't worry about that. It's nothing. I hope. Yeah, we're gonna make like a little bandit camp up here. Some water or something, like a fishing pole. No. Like, it's coming along really well. Oh, see what I mean? Like, the scroll bar's on the opposite damn side for some reason. Shouldn't be there. Like, I literally put it on the opposite. Oh. I know what's going on. It's backwards. Oh. I wonder why the fuck it's backwards. It wasn't backwards before. Yeah, it used to be just normal. I just noticed that. Whoa, whoa. Did you guys see that? Like, zoomed in. Oh, there we go. That's way better. But you can't scroll with your wheel. And I need to remove the crosshair and your stamina and health bar. So we need to do an XP bar now. So I'm gonna make an XP script. I think I have one that's gonna work. So bear with me here. We also have to jump back over into Blender to get the last animation. We needed just a run animation, so we just need to hold the gun up, make it go butter, done, that's it. And a cool reload animation for whatever gun, but we're gonna wait to do that, because we have to design our own weapons. That can be fucking difficult. What, you wouldn't believe how, you think it's fun, and you're like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a really fun time. It's not. Making weapons is so hard, man. You get lost in like the first 5 minutes. I'm so much better at doing NPCs. That's why I fucking would rather have some help. But what can you do? Anyway, now we're back in Blender. So we got our little aim animation here. And this is 10 frames. I want to delete the gun, delete the pistol 45. Select all. FBX. Aim. Copy. Export. Now, we can see if these animations work inside of Unity, because now we get to do fun stuff. One thing I love about using Unity is trying to figure out the blend tree. It's a lot of fun. Once you do like 3 days of tutorials on YouTube trying to understand what the fuck is going on with this thing, once you learn it, it's actually a lot of fun. you can get some pretty interesting stuff going on in that thing. It's just, it can get complicated, I know, but it's honestly not. All you have to really remember is your float and your speed and stuff like that. And you should be okay. And your trigger. A trigger would be like an action, so like a command from your mouse. And like a speed would be like if you're moving greater than this speed, start this animation. If you're slower than this speed, play this animation. And that's what these arrows are for going to it, which I always thought was fun. Because you could do like a jump animation, you can have like 50 different landings for it, then it goes into an idle. Like, it's pretty cool. Ask me how to do that in Unreal and I'll just give you the middle finger, because I honestly don't care and don't know. I don't give a goddamn hell about Unreal Engine whatsoever. That thing was not built for one person to use. If you're not on like a 200-person team, good fucking luck. If you don't believe me, go on Steam, the web page version. For some reason the actual client doesn't have it, but you can filter games by the engine and look at the list of Unreal games. It's a shit list. There's some AAA games, but they're all bad AAA games, you know. Unreal sucks. That's why I want to do Unity. You have so much freedom over everything. You don't have to worry about limitations. Like, the second you open an Unreal fucking project, kiss your fucking 30 gigs goodbye. If you're working on a limited computer, if you don't have 80 terabytes of space, then you got to figure out how to compress it with nodes. I don't like blueprints. I didn't spend the time learning how to write software to fuck around with blueprints. It actually kind of makes me mad that it even exists. Although I did use script blocks too when I used to use an old program called Stencil. If anybody's interested in starting game development, Stencil is a really good game engine. You work from script blocks. You can do scripting. It's all about making 2D games. It's a really good engine. It's a community asset store just like Unity. It's actually where it started. And then stick animation. Back when stick depth was popular is how I learned how to animate. So that's that. Anyway, so we got these animations here, so I need to get these now into Unity. So let us try. Oh, sorry, I need to get our T-pose model in here first. So let me go do that. Fuck your high poly tangents. I don't give a goddamn rat's ass. There they are. Okay, there's our arms. Oh, I don't know if I, like, since it, I'm gonna try going for humanoid. Okay, so it's an invalid rig configuration. Alright, I guess it's generic. Yeah. Interesting. Third person, it's humanoid. I figured it'd be the same. Where's my fucking folders? I hate computers. Alright, draw. What is going on with this? Oh, I think that's the old draw. Yeah, it is. Sorry. Draw 1 is the one we just made. I can see it, so why? 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 Why can't it preview my animation? What is going on here? Oh, there it is. What the fuck happened? That's what I'm looking for, right down here in the corner. Here, let me bring this up. If I can. I don't know. There's no animation there. Where is it? Like, I fucking did it, man. Like, oh, that makes me upset. Really? Legacy, then? Like, what do you want, man? They just play the fucking animation already. Oh my god. I did something wrong here. I don't know what's going on. I literally just did this last night and it was working fine. Here, let me try one more thing here quick. Let's try baking the animation, because, like, for some reason, Blender is just a fucking shit show. Now I have to go back over there. Oh my god, and I gotta sit here for an hour trying to find bake. Oh my god, dude. No. Object? Like, that is not what I'm looking for. Like, just play fucking that, man. Like, I don't understand. Like, why that's so complicated. Fine. Oh my god. Alright. Object. Where's the animation tab? Animation. Bake action. Visual keying. And now it does nothing, you dumb fucking cunt. Bake action. All of it. Oh man, I'm genuinely, my head is about to explode. That's not supposed to happen at all. Like, I can see the fucking keyframes, for the love of God, man. Ugh. There we go. Now, let's try exporting this. Test. For some reason, our animations don't work. I've been doing this shit for like 5 years, and somehow now it doesn't work. No NLA strips. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll keep NLA strips on. Alright. Test. Now we can go back into Unity. Game. Test. There we go. Yeah. Looking good. There we go. That's what I want. So, remind me, next time we do that, we have to bake the animation first. So now I gotta redo it all over again. Yeah, no, that's really good, though. That's really good. That's nice. So, that's fun. So, in case everybody missed what we just did there, if you're having problems with doing this, make sure you bake that. So, again, in Unity, or you just select all your modes, go up to Pose, and then go to Animation, Bake. And then set visual keying to check. Yeah, I'll show you what this is like now. We're just working on getting the animations in here just to make the full player controller. Then we can just make some really funny AI and just have some fun. All the boring stuff is almost done. Ah, fuck. I've been doing a lot of it off stream. The boring stuff. Yeah, like you can get your little flow pickup. You can even put your nuka bottles on tables if you wanted. Buckets over NPC heads. Whoa. It's a clipped object, means there's two. I must have copy and pasted. Very nice. So let's get some more stuff going over here. So I need to go back. Rock. Yeah, I love modular parts, man. Makes doing this so much easier. Yeah, and there'll be like a little camp here somewhere. I kind of want this rock to be a bit smaller. Yeah, and I'll get some desert foliage in here. Something like that. And then for the terrain, go down, get some rock in there. Yeah. These ones, it's easy. I can just swap it out like that, you know? Very simple. Yeah, and there'd be like a little bandit camp there. Like, I gotta be very careful how I do this, because it's gotta look good. So I gotta spend a very long time in one area. It's gonna take a while. I have another friend that might come in with me on this, so this is really nice to hear. He's a very talented person, so. It's actually starting to look pretty good, man. Like, it all comes together. It, like, balls up, you know? It's really fun. I enjoy it. It's going to start to look really good when you start getting all the debris in and you start telling a story with the environment. But first, we need a reason for this factory to exist, right? What's the purpose? Why is it here, you know? That's one reason I need to figure out. That I'm not going to lie, I haven't yet. Yeah, I'll get rid of that so you can see the whole screen. There you go. Yeah, the animations are very easy. We can get those in a couple minutes. I was gonna make like a little robot, rig it real quick, and then try to test out some of the nav mesh in questing and stuff like that, like markers and all that fun stuff. You know, names when you look at objects, because you know there's. I have an object ID script, so where is it? Yep. That's pretty much it. And then there's the management system that allows you to choose its stack count, its button, so you can choose its bot, the text name, the count of the text, and the image highlight. But I was thinking about just displaying a 3D object in your inventory, kind of like Fallout, which is kind of cool. Except a little bit more visible. Yeah, you can go in it. That's what that's for. You press E, it'll play a small door animation, and it'll bring you inside. It'll load a new scene, just like Vegas. Yep, I need to get road posts and stuff. I was thinking about just generally doing a road first, and then building a world around that. But I need a reason, and I need a place for this road to go. Whoop. Yeah, I'll show you. You gotta hide them seams. And then what I'll do is I'll smooth it. And then what I'll do is raise and lower. Whoop, that was a little too severe. Let me turn on the opacity on that. Whoop, still too severe. Holy fuck, what's going on over there? I did something wrong. Yeah, I'll just clean it up later, right? Just kind of want to get that in there. So that way it kind of just looks like a road that's going down and then up. Just a really easy way to do roads. Well, I like to learn the methods of the greats, right? So like this is technically how some of the older games did it. It's like a flat fucking image that's really hard to line up with each other. As you can see, it's real hard. You see that a lot in Bethesda games, I'll tell you that. There we go. See, now it's a little bit better. Now it looks more like a road. Get kind of like a bird's eye view. So that's like factory district, and we'll put another big factory here of something. That's why this is blank, and it has like all my asset pieces in here, so I can just pick and build. So I just kind of import my modulars, and then I just pick from them. And I'm hoping that saves data, because if I look over here, and I close rock, and then what we want to do is add mesh, convex, rock, common, close. There we go. Now we're a little bit neater. Yeah, I'm generally happy with the way that's starting to turn out. It's going to be very, when it's done, I'm trying not to show too much, right? But this starting zone will be fun when we do systeming. But anyway, let's get a new script in here for XP. So let me, it says sanctuary. Yeah, we need to make a XP bar. I'll just use the one that I wrote last night, so I need to go to script. XP system. Then I should just be able to paste it. Visual Studio gave me 0 errors on it, and it's very small. Like it's very small. See, and it'll spit out a level. You have now leveled up, but I haven't told it to give you perk points or anything yet. That's a very complex system, so we'll just wait to do that. Let's get everything generally grounded first. And there's an error. What did I do wrong? Tell me. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, okay, so that's just a shader for the rock. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. I know how to fix that. It's just not being compatible. Okay. So we got no errors on our scripts. We need to find our player. So here is us. So let's close off our movement script, our animator, and let's get our XP system in here. So we're currently level 1, current XP 0, XP to next level 100, XP fill. So we need to make 2 PNGs, a PNG that's empty, like an empty bar, and then one of a bar fill. And it should fill that, but I could probably get code to do that very easily. So we now need to make we need to make a background into fill. That's what needs to be done. Background into fill. Okay, so we need to go over here. Where is our... Yeah, well, it has to be. It's name defined, so it has to be exactly defined. Called to. It's called right in the script, so it's looking for the name. Okay. All right, and then what we have to do is go back to our player, and then XP fill will be XP fill, and now we should have an XP bar. Yes, it worked. It worked right off the start, bitch. But it's backwards. But I'm happy. See at the bottom we have a little green bar. That means it's working the way we want it to. I think. Let me just double check. Let me see if I did that fucking backwards then. Let me just double check. Yeah, I did something wrong. Hmm. I'm so confused. What the fuck? There's supposed to be like 100 different options there, man. Like, what the fuck are you doing? None of those fucking options. Source. Like, what the fuck is going on? Where is it, god damn it? It's not even in there. Did I use the wrong image then? God damn, I must have. Oh man, I got a headache already. God damn it. Fucking Christ. Yeah, no, that doesn't exist. Yeah, that's wrong. Alright, I give up. Fine, I'll do it your fucking stupid way. Let's just pick something. Who cares what it is? Fucking Christ, I don't know. There's supposed to be like an image, like there's supposed to be 100 fucking things there. What is that? It's not a fucking XP bar. Get off my goddamn screen. Get off my goddamn screen. Fucking bastard. What the fuck? UI. I'll use a raw image then. Oh my god. Alright. I quit. Alright, so that's it for the XP system. That can kiss my fucking ass. I'm not working with that ever again. I'll pay somebody to do that. That's stupid as shit. Well, when you go to UI and then you add an image, it used to show you like image source. And it showed you like 10 other options. Image type, fill method, you know, like none of those exist anymore. Like I don't know where it is. Say go to UI. We added an image, not a raw image. And there's no fill source. Like it is the fucking image. What do you mean source image? So then we delete that, so because there's no fill. And the fill is extremely important to make this happen, so that's gone. So now we go down and try this piece of shit once more time. UI. We'll try a raw image. And of course none of those options exist, so XP is off the window. I have no idea. I no longer care. It's such a fucking pain in the ass, dude. Like, it's right fucking here in my player. Just show the goddamn thing on my screen. Ugh. Cunt Unity problems. Of course, there's nothing on my screen, so now the fucking script didn't work. That is such a fucking a nuisance. Get out of here. I never want to see that again. That was a mistake to make. Let's forget that happened. I don't want anything to do with it. Oh, we have to, but I don't care about it. Well, I need to figure out why it's not showing me anything. Do you want me to just make a better image like this? Honest to fucking hell, man. I'm genuinely confused. Like, that should have just worked. Anyway, let me try something else here. Let me reread it. Well, I want to test the XP system, because then we could just walk into the region, discover the location, it should just give us a bit of XP. Shouldn't be that difficult. Yeah, experience. See what's going on with the fucking garbage. Yeah, I'm reaching out for help. No, I'm not using text mesh. I don't ever want to hear about text mesh. I'm not doing it. No IGUI, nothing. Fuck that. Again, try again. Oh my god, dude. I don't know, man. My head is pounding trying to figure out bitch Unity's fucking issues. Like, that should have just worked. Display the fucking picture. Like, it's so simple. I don't get how that didn't work at all. If that didn't work, I don't know how to make it work. That was as easy as I could make it. Fuck you, easy. I don't... Fuck you. I'm not doing that either. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. I quit. I am not doing that anymore. Fuck you. Fuck that. Yeah, I'll do that some other time. I'll break everything if I try doing that now. I don't give a goddamn rat's ass about that shit. Oh, it's so fucking annoying to figure out. Unity is just held together by tape. Duct tape. Glued together by a blind person. Watch, I'll boot this up in the morning and it'll be like, everything's corrupt. Or it'll update the version and it'll be like, oh, would you like to update your scripts? And then it'll fuck everything up again. Yeah, well, now I gotta spend the next 2 hours making goddamn animations again, because Blender is also a piece of shit. But at least we got it started, so I do need to get my gun back here. Where's the gun? 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 Fucking asshole. Of course. Stupid bastard, man. I hate Blender so much. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done for now, but my skull explodes. We'll be back on in the morning to finish this, because I gotta spend my entire evening doing animation again. Thanks, Blender 5.0. wasting everyone's fucking time as usual. Anyway, have yourselves a good night. Thank you.